But we gave a small peek to what fans could look forward to next year. And obviously the response has been greatest, I think, to the promise of a true Pokemon RPG coming on Nintendo Switch, as well as the announcement that we're working on Metroid Prime 4.
Hey guys, so I'm sure you've heard already that both Metroid and Pokemon could be coming out by the end of 2018. That would be amazing. But that article where that was originally stated was quickly amended to say 2018 and beyond. So then, what does that mean? Well, it leaves the window open for them to come after the fact, for sure. But my personal belief is that both Metroid and Pokemon will make it out by the end of 2018, and I think we'll be seeing an E3 focus on the both of them next year. But a lot of people seem to think differently, and of course you're entitled to your own opinion, but I've seen some arguments that I just don't think hold water, so let me go over a few of them. One, I've seen a lot of people say that, oh, both those games were announced just now, which means development just started. That is not how it works. When a game is announced, it really has very little bearing upon when development actually started. I mean, just look at Pokemon Ultra Sun and Moon and Metroid Samus Returns. Both of those games were also just announced, and those games are coming out in just a few short months. Super Mario Odyssey, that game was first announced in January and it's coming out in October this year. I can't wait for that game. It just looks so good. But, you know, you see where I'm going here, guys. If a game's announced, it really doesn't tell us when a game actually started development. Of course, all of those games, when they were announced, gameplay was shown off. True, Metroid and Pokemon, we didn't get any gameplay for them. I understand that. But consider this. Metroid Samus Returns and Pokemon Ultra Sun and Moon are coming out this year. So why would Nintendo show off bigger, better versions of those franchises that are coming out later on? They wouldn't. It just doesn't make good business sense. And if you don't think Nintendo operates that way, consider this. Hey Pikmin is also coming out this year. But you want to know what's not coming out this year and no gameplay has been shown for it? Pikmin 4. And that game's been in development for a really long time already. They could have shown off gameplay if they wanted to, but they didn't. Because they're focusing on what's coming out this year and they want to sell what's coming out this year now. So they just wouldn't show gameplay no matter how deep in development they actually are. They could be deep into development, but we really have no idea. We really don't know. We don't actually know. But one thing that gives me some confidence is that if you look at Nintendo's recent history, when a game is announced, it usually comes out within a year and a half. That's just the way things have been working now since Nintendo's changed everything around internally. Now, before you give me the Zelda Wii U Breath of the Wild argument, that was one game. Yeah, that is the exception, but that game has been delayed multiple times, and by the time we actually got gameplay for that game, they came out just 9 months later. So if we actually see gameplay for Metroid and Pokemon at next year's E3, I definitely expect to see them by the end of the year, because once the gameplay is actually shown off, the game usually comes out within like 3 to 9 months from that point. So I feel pretty good about this, because I think Nintendo's going to have something they need to focus on at next year's E3, and I think Smash Bros. Is going to probably come out beforehand. So then what do you got? What do you really have, realistically speaking? Pokemon and Metroid. Those are my belief, my thoughts. That's what I think is going to happen. But of course you're going to disagree, and that's okay. So give me your argument in the comments below. I want to see what you guys think. Let me know, and I'll see you all really soon. Bye, guys.